All right, guys, we back at it. Up here trying to watch the Lakers game. Lakers killing the Suns. Now LeBron and Chris, they just dominating the paint tonight, man. Ooh, nice move. Had to take me a break from the social media stuff. No Facebook, no Instagram, no Twitter, no YouTube. I've been watching nobody channel. I'm tired of seeing the same old stuff. Everybody talking about who done got killed and spinning the story around so many different ways. Just tired of that shit, man. Making up fake ass lies and stuff. This shit's stupid. You can't get mad at me or nobody else. That's you putting that dumb ass shit on video and then want to get mad when somebody asks you a question about it because it don't make no sense. Whose fault is that? Social media get y'all in so much trouble, man. The text messages, all the content some of y'all put on video, cause some of y'all get fired. Some of these questions people ask you that don't even be on your mind. They try to put a lot of pressure on you to answer it, and you answer it wrong because you just saying any damn thing. You answered it wrong. They looking at you like you a criminal the rest of your life. You just gotta tell the people I don't feel like answering that stupid shit. But I tell y'all what I have been keeping was that Kwame Brown. Yeah. Oh boy, been going in on everybody. Some people deserve it. So I've been trying to keep up with it. And I'm like, the man out the league, he ain't playing. How does his name pop up in someone's conversation? I ain't dropping no names because it's just too much stuff to go check. I ain't feel like checking all that stuff, man. So Jamil here said something. She said she don't really remember. She might have did. Kwame went fast to check her. Stephen A. Smith said some stuff. Skip Bayless, Steven Jackson, Charlamagne the God. And he coming for everybody. Matt Barnes. Yeah, I'm watching that because I'm tired of listening to the Mo 3 stuff. Everybody talking about they done solved the case. The police been solved the case back in November. What the hell y'all still talking about this shit for? Yeah. If you see, go tell who you want to. I mean, you can ask the questions and stuff, but it's like, bro, how you solve the case? The police been picked up who they supposed to been picked up. In November of last year. It's May. And y'all still on this shit. It's like, bro. Covered that Mo 3's case once, maybe twice. I got a lot of views off of it, but I'm not monetized on YouTube. I don't really care about that. I mean, once I get there, but this ain't my main money. So everybody fighting for crumbs and stuff, making up lies, and I mean, cool. If y'all get it, man. I ain't trying to hate on nobody. You good at what you do. You put your time into it. You see, I don't put a lot of time into this stuff. I'm going to do my channel off what I want it to be, not off somebody else's life. Some stuff I'm going to talk about, some stuff I ain't, because really, it don't affect me. I do stuff that benefits me. I ain't trying to degrade and discredit anybody on here. Unless you come at me, then I'm going to come at you. Please believe that. But yeah, about Kwame Brown being a bust. I watched the man play when he came into the league, and I gotta say one thing: being the number one pick at 18, that's a lot of pressure. It's a lot of pressure, and if your game ain't where it's supposed to be, yeah, people gonna come at you. So now you have the pressure being number one. Then you got MJ, the greatest player of all time, in your ear about your play and how you need to be better and doing all this. MJ was hard on people. He was hard to play with. But a lot of people don't want to say that, but I'm going to say it. That's what Kwame needed. That's what Kwame needed to get that edge out of it, because what MJ saw in Kwame was that he wasn't mentally ready for that. He wasn't strong enough. He's only 18. He was 6'11" with the body. But up here, he wasn't like Bill Lambert or Charles Barkley or Charles Oakley, them big old dudes tell you, man, if you come in this paint, man, I'm gonna mess you up. Don't come in this paint. Don't come. Don't come. Don't even think about coming down here. Stay your butt out the paint. I'm gonna mess you up. When you get a dude like that, 18 mentally, and and Kwame was in the era of the big man being used less. It was less big man back then. It was still a few of them, but Tim Duncan. It's only like a few other guys that was just top 5 quality big man. You know what I'm saying? So, and then the main thing, a lot of people got to look at, Kwame didn't play enough minutes. You got to play the dude minutes. Even if he ain't the best, you still got to get him out there and let him look bad, because it's the thing. You got to look bad to get video of what you're doing wrong before you can get it right. So if he had gotten in minutes, yeah, he would still put up a whole bunch of more bad games. But you know what? Eventually, he would have got more determined. More people would have had time to work with him. He would have saw what he did wrong, and he would have fixed it faster than what he did. Now, he ain't no bust, because this the thing. If you a bust, you get kicked out the league for drugs, injuries, or whatever. You never had a career. The man played 12, 13 seasons on the bench and playing some games, and he kept getting them $1 million checks. So he ain't too much of a bust, because some of y'all can't even keep a job 2 years. So how was he a bust? That's why I question Stephen A. Smith. His play ain't going to be what it's supposed to be. To do it on the average 10 minutes a game or less, if I'm correct. Let me check this shit out real quick while I'm talking. So, once you look at that, and then when Kwame Brown did have good games, everybody was quiet. He has a few good games. Yeah, he had some games when he actually showed up with 23 points, 11 rebounds, playing the Miami Heat with LeBron James, with Chris Bosh, with D Wade. He played them. That was one of his best games. He dunked on LeBron. He dunked on Chris Bosh. He was getting with it. And it just shows you, some players need about 4 or 5 years to develop that strength, especially coming out of high school. He's a big dude, so he ain't used to dribbling the ball and doing all that stuff like Luka doing. Kobe was trash when he came into the league. A lot of people don't want to say that, but that's facts. All them air balls Kobe was shooting, all of them. Like, man, put that nigga on the bench. Looked good, but he wasn't hitting none of his shots. His shot selection was poor. KG, tall, but he was just so light in the ass, he couldn't really bang in the paint. LeBron James, most likely the best player I've seen come out of high school to make an immediate impact. So I'm like, why is y'all still disrespecting Kwame Brown? And he done retired. I'm like, facts. You can't be a bust. Oh, nice rip. Better make that 3. Oh, nigga, hit that bitch. Hey, Phoenix trying to come back. 95-83. Lakers up. 4 minutes left in the fourth quarter. So I'm gonna be honest with you. The real person, I think, as far as the YouTube stuff that was very on point with it, I'm gonna have to give the man his credit, man. I said some things about him only because it's just, I have to understand some things. This is YouTube. You talk about what you want to, but it's some stuff you don't say. But that man MHB, he really on point. What the fuck going on over talking about that here? Anywho, MHB, he was on some stuff. I mean, he has a few inaccurate things, but you know, I just think it's some stuff you got to take time out and give more information before you just start talking. But people was tuning in. It's running his checkup, so I can't knock a man for finding a hustle. Okay, so for his career, Kwame averaged 22 points. 22 minutes a game. He only played 50% of the time. No, actually, not even that. Yeah. His points wasn't there, but this the thing. He was never the focus of the offense. So if you're not the focus of the offense, you don't have post moves and all that, they're not giving you the ball to score, then you're not going to develop points. So he was basically a defensive big man. I need to understand the man's role on the court before you just start dissing him. Stephen A. Smith, Skip Bayless, guys have never played the game. He wasn't like Shaq or Elijah Wan. He wasn't like that, but he could have been if it had worked with him and developed his footwork and how he's supposed to move and post out. But, you know, he was shutting down Shaq a few times. Yeah, a lot of people don't talk about that. And Shaq, no disrespect to Shaq, Shaq got to give him man his credit on something. He was playing him right. He wasn't messing up out there. And like I said, I'm not doing this video to discredit Kwame Brown, discredit anybody that's anything negative towards him. Excuse me. But let's be real. Are you still talking about this man? He ain't played since, was it 2012? Yeah. That man was drafted in the league in 2001 with Washington. His last team was Philly. Now he played with Washington, the Lakers, Memphis, Detroit, Charlotte, Golden State, and his last team was Philly. And the main thing I see from his stats is that while he's on the court, he's doing stuff. So he's producing you stats. He just need to probably play 10 more minutes, maybe 15, to get everything into a double-double. Because he'll get you some rebounds. 6'11", biggest dude out there, damn near 7 foot. Yeah, he blocked the goal, protect the goal, rebounds galore. So while he was talking shit to Steven Jackson, you know, Steven Jackson about to say Steven Jackson's a dog. He is, but even Steven Jackson had to look back and look at it like, bro, they're not putting you in the game. You're not gonna do nothing. Talked about Matt Barnes. He said, you paying for women, dog. Now, light-skinned dude trying to be dark. He said, you got the pretty hair and all that. Hey, I got no part of that, but it was funny. But Gilbert Arenas, what your comments is like, if you played with him, Gilbert, then I ask you one question, Gilbert. Instead of you being so negative about somebody's game, why you didn't just try to work with the brother and develop him, help him develop more into a better basketball player? He wasn't that sorry to keep getting a check from your boss. Yeah. Couldn't be that damn sorry. Y'all just didn't want to see him be great. That's what I think. Because MJ backed him. MJ picked him. And y'all worked so hard to make sure he wasn't. And y'all didn't try to help him, develop him. I got to probably put some of that on Kwame because he got to want to develop faster. He got to come out and want to prove himself true. But you only as good as the people around you that care about you. Just like your family. Your family gonna pick you up when you're down. Your friends gonna pick you up as well. The ones that your real friends, your ones that ain't your real friends, they're gonna let you watch your ass stay there. Now, this stuff he said about Charlemagne the God, it's like, that shit kind of real personal. That nigga pissed off, so if I was Charlemagne, I'd just shut the fuck up. I would. Because like this, if you talking shit about him and he got personal stuff about you, what you did about raping somebody back in the day, then I wouldn't be saying shit at all about nobody. Especially if you was on tour with him and y'all been going through these cities and y'all been knocking off women. Pause there real quick. My bad, y'all. My son, all he been playing is this J. Cole song, man. All damn day. Every day. In the morning. In the bathroom. Bumping that J. Cole. That new J. Cole. It's fire. But I'm like, damn, nigga, do you listen to anything else? Shit. Ooh, 99-91. Brown got the ball. Top of the key. He's dribbling. He shoots. He missed. Foul. Yeah. Get the lead. Man, that fan that threw that popcorn on Russ, yeah, get him out of here. That's the type of people that start fights. Then you wonder why Steven Jackson and all them was beating up some of the people in the stands. People like that. Especially Philly people. Mm-hmm. Oh, seemed like Stephen A. Jackson said something else about Kwame Brown again, Tim. Somebody posted something. And then, see, like somebody, it's just too much shit on YouTube. I'm tired of hearing stuff about the Mo3Ks, the rainwater, man. It's like this. If you did something and they ain't got paperwork on you, then it's lies. But if you saying you ain't did nothing and they got paperwork on you, documents and shit, then it's true. But this other stuff on here now with Young Buck and Juvie, yeah. Buck, I like your music, dog, but I have to agree with everybody, man. You got a lot of inaccurate information out here that people can't really believe what you say sometimes. You know what I'm saying? So it's either you beefing with these niggas or you ain't. You either gonna get checked by these niggas or you ain't. But I wouldn't be talking down on Cash Money and they actually started you up. There might be some bitter feelings about it, but it's like, bro, you done made your money. Another foul? But you done made your money with G Unit. You know, so you were probably one of the original members. You can rap, can freestyle. Yeah, you good, but I guess what it is, they don't like that other stuff you do. Behind the scenes stuff, you know, and then now we seen it on video, so I think my boy the game spitter had me rolling. I love watching his videos, man. Y'all check him out, man. It's a few dudes on YouTube, man, I gotta watch. My favorites, but you know, of course, Celeb Source, the Game Spitter, MHB. These are some people that's kind of professionally doing this stuff. Everybody got their own thing, their own lane with it. But yeah, you can't be bringing stuff up from 20 years ago and then talk about it in front of V-Lad. You know V-Lad's like a snitch. He try to find all that stuff to just, get the interview and shit them and stuff you said on that video put you in a cross, my nigga. You shouldn't even brought that shit up. Why bring up that you went out there with Juvie and I'm understanding you talking about Juvie left you out there, but you went out there first, so it don't sound like he left you out there, nigga. You sound like you left yourself out there. You must have spent up all your money. You was broke. Cause I don't know, I wasn't there, but the story don't add up. It just don't add up. So that's my point on it. It's hot in the motherfucking this bitch, man. So now we don't know who to believe, but then I see this video with Juvie calling you a motherfucking bitch. He ain't too happy. And I know one thing. Don't be pissing them New Orleans niggas off. Find out Lil Wayne didn't like you at all. And I guess you just didn't gel with them niggas. You know what I'm saying? You got to fit in with your crew. You know, I think Turk was talking about, you was wearing them Dickie suits and shit. Top and bottom. I'm probably older than y'all, about the same age as well. Actually, I'm probably just a little bit younger. I was wearing Dickie suits to high school in the early 90s. Top and bottom. Teenage. G. Just facts. And then the females like, you gotta start wearing them Dickie suits and all that. They cool, but you need to have other clothes. I'm not a material person, man. I'm into that shit, but I'm not really into that shit like some of these other people that gotta have Gucci designer stuff on all the time. Like, I put a white t-shirt on, some jeans, and some nice shoes, a nice expensive watch, whatever, rock it. I used to like jewelry and all that shit, man. Fuck that shit. I don't need no nigga, no female hating on me because of my drip. Or they jealous because I'm sustaining or maintaining my life better than them. So now they trying to find something in the past or currently what's going on with me to hate, to push hate at me. And excuse me, say somebody hit me up on Messenger. See what the fuck they talking about. Anywho, but yeah, I don't know what's going on. Like I said, I have been enjoying my peace. I go to work. I got my side hustle. I got some new stuff I just created. I got the podcast. I'm doing these videos. One day I may get monetized. One day I'm not. Appreciate all my subscribers. Everyone I'm over 100 subscribers now. I just started doing this from January, and I should have I've had this channel for a while. I just haven't been using it because I'm just so caught up in just trying to work and make sure my kids get what they need. I'm really big on that because I didn't get that when I was little, so I try to do for my boys what I didn't get. That's also why when I've dated some people, the females, the kids gel to me because I show them nothing but love. When you show real love, the kids love you. And when I met Freddie, he was coming over. Leon liked more my stepson, and his mom tested, liked me and stuff. All the family liked me. I show everybody love and respect. I help build this Dallas community. We've stayed in Fort Worth as well. And it's like I tell you, I don't hate nobody. I don't have no aggravation to nobody. But if you cross me, you piss me off, yeah, I'm gonna probably come at you like a motherfucking me Spartacus. Like, I don't hate Charleston White. I just wish he just present his material and content a little bit more professional. You know, some stuff he talk about, to me, he sound like a hateful man. I don't hate the dude. He making money. He set a good example. But, you know, I don't want him to go down the wrong path with some of his stuff. And it sound like some of his stuff is like, dude, you still sound like you motherfucking a teenager. Some shit sound like he done matured, but some stuff like this. I ain't gonna say no names, but it's a lot of people right now that ride with their heat. Now, you grown man, you been riding with your heat however you want to ride with your heat. You ride with it on the seat or your lap, in between your legs, on the seat, on the side of your passenger side, wherever the hell you put it. But if you decide to ride with it in your lap all the time, and some shit jump off like it did, you know, some niggas come busting at you, and you have to swerve that motherfucking car, and you rolling whatever. That's the last place you want to keep your gun when you're trying to get two hands on the steering wheel and you ain't got no hand on your gun, trying to get control of the car. Because as I tell everybody, and everybody tell me the same shit. Yeah, man, them niggas caught me slipping, dog, because I was sitting with that shit in my lap. I had to get a hold of the car and duck. All of a sudden, the gun slid to the mat, all up underneath the brake, and you can't stop the car now. Or it's under the gas pedal now. You can't accelerate like you used to. The gun go wherever the fuck it's gonna go because you ain't following your motherfucking gun rules. Or that motherfucker slid over to the passenger side of the seat on the mat and you can't reach it. Rule number 1, or rule, always, when traveling, keep your weapon holstered. It's only a gun rule. It's only a gun rule that nobody wants to follow. But it's cool. So Vladimir Klitschko went to sensational return versus ex-heavyweight champ. Oh my God. So Vivica Fox trying to get back on 50 cents. Anywho. What was I? About to check something. Yeah. Gun rule. Y'all should look it up. Like I said, y'all can ride however y'all want to ride. If you don't have nobody aiming for your head, or so one day it might be. But the gun rule is to holster your weapon to secure it. So if it's going to go, you on the driver's seat, it's going to either go on that door panel right there, or it's secured, it ain't going to go nowhere, where it's holstered. It's going to go in between the seat, if you got a handgun, between the dash and the seat, so it don't slide nowhere. You're going to put it in the cup holder if it's deep enough, you got a small gun. Or you're going to put it in the console in the middle, right there where you can reach it real quick within 3 seconds. Under 3 seconds should be your time to reach your gun if you're in a crisis situation. That's just my rule. 3 to 5 seconds, 5 seconds too long, 3 seconds is fast enough for you to reach your gun, cock it if it's already one in the chamber. If niggas looking for your head. You got an AK, assault rifle, 12 gauge, whatever the fuck you got, them big two-handed guns, you need to put that shit in the seatbelt or have a holster or something to where it's sitting right there beside you and you can get to it. Because I had another partner tell me, yeah, man, that's how I ride. I ride with an AK. And them niggas caught me slipping because it was sitting over there and them niggas got the busting in me and my gun slid. I couldn't reach it. Bad plan, man. Bad plan. Alright, 12 golden rules for gun safety. I'm going to read them to you, because I like to read. 12 golden rules for safe gun handling. 1. Always treat the gun as loaded. 2. Always keep the gun pointed in a safe direction. 3. Always point your finger straight and off the trigger until you're ready to shoot. Always keep the gun unloaded until you are ready to use it. Never point the gun at anything you don't intend to destroy. Be sure your target and what is beyond it. Learn the mechanical handling characteristics of the gun you are using. Always use proper ammunition. Be sure the barrel is clear of obstruction before loading and shooting. If your gun fails to fire when the trigger is pulled, hold your shooting position for several seconds. Then, with the muzzle pointed in a safe direction, carefully unload the gun. Just check the chamber, make sure ain't nothing there, because it could be something that kind of, don't rely on gun safety to keep it from firing. Hello. Be aware of your surroundings when handling guns so you don't trip or lose your balance and actually point and fire the gun at anyone or anything. Alright. Those are some of the gun rules. So it didn't cover what I said, but I'm going to find that motherfucker so I can prove my point. Well, I would have to say if you have a license to carry, you would probably understand the gun rules a lot better because it teaches you that. A lot of people are not educated on how to handle a gun. They just know how to buy the gun and learn to shoot it just by shooting. And that's it. All right, so types of restraint devices to keep your gun from sliding out of control, so it's by your side when you really need it. Automatic. Handgun will automatically be restrained when it's placed into the holster. Manual restraint device. A person must manually restrain the handgun in the holster. Whether the shoulder or belt holster is equipped with a restraint device or without. It is critical for a person to carry. It is critical for the person carrying to be familiar with the holster and be able to safely operate any restraint devices. So what I'm talking about here, guys, is actually might save some of y'all people life if you in a sticky situation. I've been through shit. I've seen people go through shit. And I promise you,